Aloha and mahalo for joining me. I'm Janet, and welcome to the Call to Create podcast. I'm so excited that you're here today, and I wanted to ask you if you've ever considered meeting with me for a coaching session. I just want to let you know, ladies, that I do business coaching to help you get your creative business started. And we'll work together to outline all the steps to get your business up and running quickly, especially with the tech part. Remember, I love tech, so I can definitely help you with that, especially if that freaks you out just thinking about tech. I know I've heard some people say it freaks them out, but I can help you with that. It's so easy for me because I love it. And I'm here to serve you and help you. So if you're standing in your own way and if you feel like you're just not sure what to do, then email me at aloha@janetjohnston.com to get my coaching menu and book a coaching session with me. Okay, let's get to our topic today. And I want to continue this journey that I've been talking about. And I invited everyone to go on a journey with me, and it's about daring to dream. And I'm so grateful because I'm here to teach and to share with you all the things that I know that work, that I've used in my life, and that I use now. And so I'm inviting all of you to bring a dream alive that you've had, that you buried, and now's the perfect time. Now, I hope you're having a good day so far. And today is actually the fourth step in helping you to fulfill your dream. And this fourth step that I want to talk about is your why. And it's kind of an important part of it. I would say it's probably pretty high up there when it comes to importance, because you have to be able to know what your why would be to fulfilling your dream. So, some of the things that I want you to take into consideration is like what gets you excited about fulfilling your dream. So, when it comes to really digging deep into finding out your why you would want to fulfill this dream, there's a lot of what questions that you would probably take yourself through to be able to figure out what your why is. Not probably, but ask yourself a lot of why questions and what questions. Okay, so one of the first things that I want to have you do, now remember, write all of this down. Have a notebook or something that you can actually physically write this out, because there's that whole kinesthetic learning where you're writing things out and you're talking about it and you're thinking about it and you're verbalizing all of your dreams and what's included, and it's a whole body and mind experience, and that's what you want to be able to get you to fulfill your dreams. Okay, so today is about your why, and you want to have that deep why, because if it's not deep enough or strong enough, then again, we could get distracted, and who knows, we might not move forward with fulfilling our dream. Okay, so in this why step, what I want you to think about is what gets you excited about fulfilling this dream. And I'm going to have you ask yourself a lot of what questions to get to your why. Okay, so what gets you excited? Is it that you're looking forward to the end result? Like, say, I use an example of traveling. Do you want to travel somewhere? Is it getting to that place and you just feel the energy of that place that gets you excited inside? I use the other example of, like, do you want to start your own business of some kind? Like, I'm working to help women to start their own craft business or arts and craft business and to help them run it. So, what is your why? Like, do you want that excited feeling? Are you trying to accomplish a goal of some kind that you've had? Okay, another what question to get to your why is, what is important about this dream? And it's kind of similar to what I just mentioned, but like, what's so important about it? Are you trying to, like, prove to yourself that you can do it? Are you trying to prove to someone else that you can do it? Will it make you feel smarter? Will it make you feel just more excited about life? These are just some examples. There's just endless possibilities to answer that question, right? What's important to you about why you're fulfilling this dream? Another what question is, what feeling are you wanting to have, which I just talked about too in all these questions. So if you look at it, all these questions are all kind of the same, just looking at it from a different perspective or a different angle. Okay, what feeling? A lot of times we want to feel something, right? We want to feel happy or excited, or we want to feel accomplished. Another what question is, what will this do for your life? Now that's really important, because fulfilling this dream, it could be something where you get a better paying job, or it could be something financial, could be where you're moving to a different place to change your life. So think about that. What will this do for your life? How will it make it better? How will it improve it? How will it affect your family? All of those questions. Okay, and then another what question that I want you to ask yourself and write down is, well, not what are you going to become, but more of a who question. Who are you going to become? And I talk about this in the beginning, about when you're fulfilling a dream, it's not always the end destination that's the prize. It's usually who you're becoming in the process, because there's things you have to do, a certain way you have to think, a certain actions you have to take. You have to, really dial in to who you are. And like now, this why is another big component to that. It's like, who are you becoming and why? Why do you want to become that person? Because when you fulfill a dream, it's not just, okay, if I'm going to travel, like I talk about my Italy experience, it's not just getting there to Italy because I wanted all that too, but it's what I had to do to get there. I had to really pay attention to how much money I needed to save. So am I wasting money in other areas of my life that I could have been using to save for my trip? Things like that. So who are you becoming? Who are you going to become? Are you going to become a person who is more grateful that you fulfilled your dream? All of those kinds of questions. So a lot of what and who questions is really important to figuring out your why. Now, some of you may actually know what your why is. And even if you do know your why and it moves you deep down inside, I still want you to ask yourself these what questions and the who question. Who are you going to become? Because that can really have a big impact on who you are as a person. Now, we want to change and get better and grow as human beings on this earth, right? We want to become better as we get older and, hopefully change some of our bad habits. Like, I really am working on trying to change some of my bad habits, change it into something better. So I have my deep why, and there's actually more than one why to the dreams that I'm working towards, because I have more than one dream that I'm working on at the time. Now, one dream is actually, I think, going to take me like probably 10 years, I think, because it involves a lot of money in order to accomplish this dream. But regardless, I have my deep why, and I think about that every time. And like when I get discouraged, or if I'm frustrated one day, or I don't know what my next step should be, I get frustrated, and I get sometimes thinking like, okay, my thoughts get in the way, right? Like, oh my goodness, this is gonna take forever. Which, it's not gonna take forever, it's just gonna take longer than I had originally thought. So I have to always be aware of my thoughts, which is one of the things I talked about. And so connect with your why. Really connect to it deep down inside, so that that deep why, all those emotions and everything that's connected to that why, remember that when you get discouraged or frustrated, that's going to drive you to continue on fulfilling your dream that you have in your heart. And sometimes dreams take a little bit longer, and that's okay, because I'm trying to become a better person in the process, and I'm learning and growing as I go as well. And that's what I hope for you, that you become a better person and you grow and you learn new things, and you're just more excited for life. Because the number one thing that I will always tell you is that you need something to get you excited every day when you wake up in the morning. You have to have something to look forward to that's going to get you excited, because we want to get out of the daily grind of life. Get up, go to work, come home, go to sleep, get up, go to work, all that kind of stuff. We want to get out of that. We want to be able to feel joy and happiness, and just be excited about life itself, and excited for all the things that you get to do, and get excited about the person that you're becoming. So keep that in mind. I really want you to come on this journey with me. And if you're not sure that you want to fulfill a dream, I want to challenge you to today to actually just do it. Just find something deep down in your heart that you've been always wanting to do, that you've hid or squashed or talked yourself out of it, or if you've let somebody else talk you out of it. I want you to just do it. Just go for it. I challenge you today to find it, dig it out, and start working towards it. Okay, and I know these things work because this is what I do. And one of the other things that I forgot to tell you is, when you want to be able to, or when you get distracted and you need reminders, and I talked about having a vision board and things like that. Another thing that I've done, I think I started it about 2 years ago, is that I took a picture of my vision board and I use it as my wallpaper on my phone. So whenever I open my phone, that picture of my vision board is there. So that's one more way that I'm always keeping my dreams front and center, and to remind me what I'm working towards. And that really helps on the days where, like I said, I get frustrated and I think it's going to take forever, right? Which it's not, but I'm human, right? So I'm going to have days that I get frustrated, and whatever else comes up, because life happens. I have a family and I have grandchildren and life and all that kind of stuff going on. So do that. Do all the things that you need to do to remind yourself of what your dream is, and connect to your why today. Okay? I really want you to come on this journey with me. And if you have any questions, you let me know. But please send me a direct message too. If you're interested in working with me, I can help you. And I encourage you to go and fulfill your dreams and make your life amazing. And please share this podcast with anyone who you know would get great value out of listening to it, especially if you know that they're thinking about starting their own business. Or even if they're not, there's still great value that I share in each episode that can bring value to women, even if they aren't interested in starting their own business. And please rate and review this podcast. I would appreciate it. And thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. Aloha.